We'll go ahead and get started, I guess, here with us, and people may jump in here. Let me share my screen. What screen do I have? Got that screen. All right. How familiar are you with the online library?
I've used it in the past. Everything looked new to me. I used it a lot more when I taught junior high
Mhm.
than when I've taught high school. And now I'm teaching both because I'm in Tinnick.
So you got both ends there. So,
But I did want to use it with my 8th graders. I want them to do a biography project.
oh, okay, yeah.
Helped with that project in the past. So
Oh, yeah, there's some great resources with that. So you know how to get there. You know how to get to the library. UN.org is one way that you can get there. Students can get there that way also. You can find it many different ways. The bottom of the page is linked to the bottom of the UEN page underneath the resources. In the pre-K-12 education, underneath the general resources, the online library, so it's access that way. So for your students, to get to the direct link, however, is onlinelibrary.uen.org.
okay.
That would be the direct link, not having to go to the UEN site and get to it. I just can never remember if it's uen.online or online. I can never, so I just go to the UEN site. Just
Okay.
for me, it's easier to get to. Since we're on the school networks from the state, we don't have to log in. It's already logged in for us.
Okay.
But home login, the login name is online and the password is school. So students or yourselves or anybody, if they're not connected from a school network, can get all these resources just by using the login name online and password school.
Okay. Is that in caps or anything? Just
it looks like it's all lowercase.
okay.
So and now it changes every August 1st. It changes, so we're good. Hopefully we'll be good through this transition right now. It's last through the.
We won't need it longer.
No, but for now, I think we are good with that. But just for your own reference, it will change next school year.
Okay.
And you can find this by logging on through your school site and scroll down. It'll be available right here when you log on from the school site.
Right.
So they've updated this the library probably it may have been last year even 8 or 12 months ago, not weeks ago, months ago. They've kind of consolidated some things and made it a little more user friendly.
It's cleaner than it was.
Cleaner than it was before. Just kind of like, yeah, kind of ugly there. So I'll go back to the reference collection here in just a second. That's where you'll probably spend most of your time. Some of the Utah resources, looking at the newspapers, the Desert News, the Salt Lake Tribune. Those are local newspapers that you don't need any subscriptions for. You usually have to pay your subscription fees to access those, but going through the library, you don't have to.
That would be awesome.
For current events or anything that way, great resources there. Utah Futures, I don't know if you're using that for the high school kids or not. Looking at the Utah Future stuff that way. The archives, you can archives looking at old newspapers or different things throughout the state. So that's a pretty nice one here, looking at the state archives.
Okay, so it's previous newspapers?
It's everything. I haven't been on here a lot on this specific one through the archives, but
wow.
Too many pictures here that delete my things here. What you're trying to find through the archives through record. I know there is the newspapers. Maybe it's through this one. I thought it was through this one, but this is a pretty handy resource if that's anything that you're teaching. Having that accessibility right there with the archives. Oh, here it is. There is its own site, the digital newspapers.
Okay.
These digital newspapers. I thought it was its own site. I just overlooked it. I know a teacher who students had to do some report on World War II or something, and they got a first person account from the newspaper from their county, how life was. No, it was during the Great Depression. It was during the Great Depression and how the depression is going on, but in the county, life just continued on as normal. Because the headline of the newspaper said farmer has baby calf or whatever. It's just how interesting it was, how the nation's in this upheaval, but the county just continued on with their whatever they had there. So, but so if you're looking for references that way, that's the one I was looking for with the newspaper. So those are all local resources for Utah itself. The general resources, a lot here. There's a lot there. I teach 3 different online library courses, one for elementary, one for secondary, and one for research. And they just kind of scratch the surface of what the library offers. Since you've been in it before, you kind of know what's out there and how robust it really is and how much time you could spend on the library. But you have the Library of Congress, you have the National Archives, great things there. A lot of stuff there that you can get.
Yeah.
This open educational resources. This is a fantastic resource which UEN has put together for free educational books, textbooks. A lot of them are science related, so actually science books. But there are other ones also, and these are all open educational resources, so they're all free, but they're all it's all there. So your earth science here, you have your earth science and
the language
of your earth
language
science textbook.
with me, but yeah. If what do they have on there for language arts?
They have
just some.
Well, yeah, so I'm writing rubrics, projects, assessments. So this whole book on downloading here, the whole PDF. So yeah, but it's all there and it's all available for us with that. So if you could utilize that, it's there and it's so now you know. some stuff there for you, but it does have some science is where they started this project from. They kind of branched out from science, so there's not as many things in the other stuff there. But this these collections, these are not necessarily from UEN, from the state office, but the K-12 CK12. That's a great one for these OER resources also. There's a lot of things there. I haven't used many of these. I've used the OER Commons. I've used that one before, down on the 4th row there. But these are all kind of the same type of stuff.
Okay.
Just these resources there for you.
Open
It's a lot more since last time I've seen this. They've added to it.
Oh, and I've used Edutopia before.
Yeah, I've used that one. There's a few of these I've used, but they've added to this. So
yeah, it's nice that they're all.
Yeah. OER Gems, I love expeditions. Huh. Audiobooks and ebook downloads. There you go. I like Pixabay, and I've used that one before for.
Where are the audiobooks?
Here on the OER Gems, the Loyal Books, free public domain audiobooks and ebook downloads.
Oh,
I've never used that before, so I don't know.
Okay, Loyal Books.
What that is.
Look at it.
The Overdrive library through Q's or through Tintic also. We're in the road. They do have a lot of audiobooks in that as well. So haven't accessed that before. Get on that. I can direct you to Patsy, who could walk you through if you haven't been on there before.
Okay.
With that, but,
so I can email you.
yeah, you can just email me and we'll get it for you. So that's some OER resources. Not too many apps opening up here. There we go. One that I really like, you're doing middle school. This Preschool Pioneer is great for younger kids. So even your kids at home, you have kids at home or not, there's just basic letter shapes, numbers, and then it's Hispanic also. They have it in Spanish and English. So that's a good one. I like this Thinkfinity. This is a fun resource. And you open it up, then you have 8 more things to choose from here. But, the National Geographic Education, that's awesome, and these are all great resources. But there's Wonderopolis right here at the end. This is one that you can easily blink this every day. Students can come here and find about the wonder of the day, and they can spend time on here. So there's a wonder every day that they have a new wonder. If there's Wonder 2543.
Oh, fun.
Are Thylacines real? So and that's the wonder. So they can click on here and read about this wonder, what it is, and it has the words to know, and it highlights. They can what is it? So it kind of really um, kind of gets you knowledgeable in different things within this one. A lot of teachers I know use this in school as a bell ringer, or when students finish their work, they can jump on when they have a few extra minutes just to, and they can explore the wonders also. They can go explore whatever they want to explore on there. So not necessarily the one wonder of the day, but they can go through look at the thousands of different wonders out there. And you can submit your wonder if you have a question. Kids can submit wonders and get answers back from it. That's a fun one. In the summertime, actually have this Camp Wonderopolis, and it's is it? Oh, it is open right now. So it's just this online camp type thing, and they go through different, just like a summer camp type thing. Have different components of it, and so it's a really fun site. I like Camp Wonder. I like the Wonderopolis. Or Thinkfinity, and then Wonderopolis is where I went on that one. But all of these is open up to many more resources for you as far as looking at science. A lot of these are science and some arts and some read, write, think.
Oh, I love read, write, think.
Yeah. If you only had hours and hours and hours to really learn about all these different things on here, that's what I tell the people when I teach these classes. Like, I wish you had time to. I wish I had time to really dive in to see all that's on here.
Yeah.
In this, but there is a lot there. So that's just in the general resources under Thinkfinity. That's where I found that one, and then open up the Wonderopolis. So the really the meat of the online library is this reference collection, and that's probably what you're looking for as far as what you're doing.
Right.
Culture crayons, you probably used those before or seen them before. If you're doing anything with geography they have
Well, I'm doing a Holocaust unit.
Holocaust. You could.
So, yeah, it could easily connect to the stuff that I teach them about the Jewish culture.
Yes. Yeah. So you could they have States, World, and Canada edition because Canada is their own people, right? So if you're gonna look for
cool.
for Israel right here, we can turn on Israel. So it's all up to date. They keep it real time as far as the demographics and everything with that. But it's just on the side, there's just all the links that they can go in to see what they're looking at, and there's the flags, and there's the anthem. They can hear the anthem being sung to them and different things that way. And there's all the data with everything within this, and it's the same for the states. The states and provinces look exactly the same. It's just specifically this is the world edition. A couple of things I really like about this is they do have photos, and it does take you back out to it broadens it again. It's not just photos of Israel. You have to go through and find them again.
Drop down.
Here. But looking at the interviews with people from those places, famous people, famous Algerian. You can look up that if that we need to do. The recipes is really fun. I like the recipes. It's just something different. So I want to find an Afghani recipe. Here's the Afghani recipe. You have the Afghan chicken. You have the muga kebab.
Nice.
And so each country, and the same with the states. The states have their recipes also. So Utah, you have funeral potatoes and was it green Jello? I can't remember fried sauce.
Jello
it was fried sauce and funeral potatoes. Those are the ones from Utah. Yeah, that's what we're famous for, I guess. So, but I really like about the graphing tables. Here you can do some comparisons of different countries or capitals. You can compare side by side. If I'm looking at West Africa with, I'll do South Africa and South America. and I want to look at square miles. I'm going to look at the
Oh my gosh, my husband would totally geek out on this.
but this is pretty fun. So here's everything's just comparing everything right there with my South African countries and then my South American countries, and it's all the square miles. It's just a thing that I just the data that I wanted to find there, and um, you're comparing the size of Utah to Rhode Island. You have like 8 Rhode Islands inside the Utah, so it kind of give a perspective for seeing like, oh, we really are have a large land mass here, and
Yeah.
where we live, but Rhode Island is not very big at all. Uh, um, that's culturegrams. I really this is good for those type of things, and I believe this is a newer feature that you can save it to your Google account, so they can have it. I haven't seen. I think this is a newer feature. Allow. That it's going to let me save that. I did. That's a new thing I have there. I'm going to see if it's going to
If it goes to your,
create me a thing in my drive.
yeah.
Yeah. Afghanistan compared to Antarctica, there's quite a bit of square mileage difference in the area of.
And I love how Antarctica's population is not.
Yeah, not available. Yeah, so. Well, I got to see if that saved as my Google Drive because I haven't seen that link there before. So I'm gonna investigate that before we leave and see if that saved it to my drive or not because my account's linked. There are some things that do link it right to your Google Drive. Not in I know not in that one, but in
Does Noodle Tools?
Noodle Tools. Does it directly link it to your Google Drive?
That would be new if they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that that Gale does.
Okay.
The Gale you can do for Microsoft or Google, how you log in, it does.
Mhm.
Yes, go there. But for Gale or the EBSCO, there's so many resources. I can't remember which one's in which when I go to these because
Yeah.
they're all so robust with what they offer. So this is my the difference between the Gale elementary, middle, and high school. The first one is how it's set up, how it looks. The elementary, it's big, and you have a lot of pictures so kids can see. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. The middle school, it's so there's some more things, and it's more in depth a little bit. And the high school one, it's um, just kind of there. You have
Oh,
you have what you need and kind of more information of what it is. But if you're doing biographies
mhm.
or anything that's given context,
Okay.
great as far as that. Global issues is probably pretty up to date with where we're at right now in life, maybe.
Right? Or
But,
look up other
but
Holocausts
it
around the world.
yeah it is. But you can go through and search and find the things that you're looking for here within within that.
Okay.
It's my elementary one or my middle school one. No, way too many tabs open here. Oh, that's my middle school one.
Okay.
My camera over that way. So social issues, there's all these things right here, social issues, and I can go and read about them and
Nice.
compare. The one that I really like,
This would be good for argument essays too.
yes, there's opposing viewpoints is great for that. This does give um, pros and cons in both. I believe this is the one, the fracking. So I have my um, all the different things on my websites, my videos, I can filter by what I want to find on fracking, for example. And um, 5 websites. So there's my websites just on that.
I have my link.
Here I can log in with my Google.
Yeah.
We'll save it to Google Drive. To use in Classroom, so you can put it right to Google Classroom. Also, you can push it out to Google Classroom. I believe you can have it right in connected with your Google Classroom. So there's my classes right here. So I find something, I can share it right to my class.
Maybe Star Wars class.
It's just a practice one I had, yes, when I was out there a while ago doing some stuff out there at Tintic. So I want to create an assignment in that one. So there it is. And then that's just my regular things right there from that you do from Classroom, how this looks that way.
Cool.
But if I log in with my Drive, it will save a folder in my Google Drive that is my Gale. I can't remember how it labels it, but it is specifically if I save, turn on here, I can save it right to my Drive right from here.
Okay.
I save it to my Drive and send to my Google Drive. So now I have this document, I have this article right in my Google Drive. So when I'm doing research or something, I can put right in there if I need to. And take it right to.
It's got the citation.
So, yeah.
Versions.
That's really nice. So yeah, if I need my different version, my Chicago, my APA, I can get it all right there.
Oh, that's
we try to make it easy for us and easy for the students. Hopefully that does work out. But yeah, that's a good one right there. I like that opposing viewpoints. Most people like this Gale as far as the reference databases. EBSCO can have a lot more.
That's what I'm used to using is EBSCO.
What's that?
I'm more used to using EBSCO.
Yeah, the EBSCO has more, but people are like, oh, I like the way that Gale set up, but I think I'm leaning towards the EBSCO as far as the content of what it has. This novel, have you used the Novelist before?
No.
Basically gives you for reading, if I want to, my students are reading, I can find genres of books according by author, according to whatever. If I want a Harry Potter type book, I can search that and pull up all the different series of books like Harry Potter. So if that's what interests me, then I can go and I can find those books, and it just tells me what they are. This EBSCO High School, they have some fabulous resources for parents, for people. It's Automate to repair a car right there. There you go. You can find all your how to repair any vehicle right there. Same with the home improvement. Same thing, how to fix my leaky faucet. I can jump in and do that also straight from there. But the Explora, there's Explora in elementary and Explora middle school and Explora high school. That's where you can really go and you can search and find what you're looking for. Cost right there. I can search my Holocaust through the Explora, and then I can filter through what I want. So really, the Explorer is where you have the really the meat of the database together, and all three have the Explorer.
It looks like from the side menu, it teaches them more how to search on an online database.
Yes.
Categories and how you narrow things down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do my publication date if I want something last year. I can last 20 years. I can do that, and so yeah. So the Explorer is really where for database finding information. If you're doing some research type things, that you can find these through other places through the library as well. But there's a one-stop shop. You don't have to go through and go through different things. Man, I got 2,000 journals just in the last 20 years, 19 years of the Holocaust. So it's kind of cool of what they have. And UEN, UETN has paid for all these resources. So it's awesome resources, and they really want kids and teachers and families to utilize it. So that's why they offer that at-home login information. They can get there, and especially now, UEN has some. I don't know if you saw this link or not, but Where's it? Oh yeah, this at home at UEN. They have all their resources, what they are doing at UEN, just in an easy one-stop shop as well. So for parents, teachers, and students, all of their resources that they have help you get going with things. So there's the online library, and then the textbooks and e-media. I want to do e-media. So UEN, they want us to be successful. They're investing a lot into um, the infrastructure, and hopefully the networking's there, and for the resources available to be successful in this.
Nice.
So that was a super fast overview. Do you have any questions? Oh wait, up on top up here. So I don't know if you've seen familiar with these or not, but these support materials, especially if students are going to be accessing this at home, they do have a home access letter already created, PDF or Word version. And it
just pin that to the top of my class.
Yeah, you can just pin it to your class or email at home or whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's just here it is, right there. You can just type in the username and password. Can't remember what it was, Pioneer or something. But it does have basically what's on there. It's just a parent letter that they have there. If students, there's some great things here. If students are learning to use the online library, have a scavenger hunt and go through and have to find different things on the library, go to this link, and kind of gives clues. So it helps them get familiar with the library.
That might be good.
Yeah, so to start out, like here you go. So you go here, you go to EBSCO, and here's your first assignment. Here you go, your first Google Classroom assignment. You do this, and then they get that into. But yeah, it's just kind of just highlight some of the different aspects of the library. So you have the EBSCO, the Gale, Learn Express, and the different things in the library. So it's kind of fun to do that. And the tutorial for any of the resources there, they give the tutorials. Another resource up here that they have is the references, book reference online. And they have this, what resource in the library you can use for what subject.
Oh.
So if you're looking for biographies, they have where you can find, where you can go to find, to do biographies or different things that way. So that's a nice resource to put together also with that.
Sweet.
Jody Center art ed. She was trying to. This morning I talked with Jody. It's like I'm doing music. I don't know what to do with music. I got to need some help. So
I'm teaching theater.
I talked to the dance teacher here over the weekend. It's like I'm not recording myself dancing for my students to see. So she was having a hard time with that.
There are some. So I joined a theater teacher page on Facebook, and it's literally the COVID-19 online theater teaching. And some of them are dance teachers too, and they found a bunch of YouTube videos that people are going to post so that their students can learn different routines.
I heard there's a lot of groups starting these Facebook groups.
Yeah.
There are different subject teachers who are doing these groups. You have your math teacher group, and you have trying to compile resources. Everyone's practically trying to go together. So it's kind of nice that that's out there so they can have that.
Yeah, as long as they don't start to feel too overwhelmed.
Yes, that's for sure. And hopefully we're making when are your students, are they starting tomorrow with their classwork, or Wednesday, or today?
Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I've used Classroom and Canvas, and I just, I'm excited to try some other things. Like I'm gonna pop in on your Nearpod stuff, and
yeah, I like Nearpod, and Nearpod's a great resource. I was trying to think of something easy that not a lot of teaching can go, that you can just really jump in and do without having to learn the platform a lot. And Nearpod's one of those, I think. That.
And then I was gonna do your Flipgrid one tomorrow because I want to use Flipgrid with my theater kids.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So there's our rough overview. These are questions for me, or anything I can help you with with this?
Not so far. I got to just jump in and look myself.
Don't hesitate to reach out to me if I can give any help or any direction. Let me know. I can help you with this, and we'll get you going.
Great, thank you.
For sure, you're welcome. Good luck, and we'll see you this afternoon, I guess, in a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, well, thanks. Hey, Linda.